Okay, this is my first video of the new GWizNex, explaining the new GWizNex Infotainment app in a little bit more detail. Of course, there's a lot of different things or a lot of different aspects that I can actually go into explaining how the software works, but I think to keep it simple, what I'll do is start with some of the basic things that you can do with this app. Of course, as most of you are aware by reading the website, it is designed for you to surf the internet while driving your vehicle. Of course, you can also use it at home, but primarily the need is in the automobile, because obviously texting and driving is not it's not only illegal in most states, but it's also not a smart thing to do, because you just simply can't effectively surf the internet and drive. But this app does allow you to do that very effectively and efficiently, and I'll kind of go over that in detail, starting with I guess some of the basic infotainment categories, such as music, for example. Okay, so to play music, it's real simple. Basically, you just click agree. Then you have two options here, and of course this right here is the Google website, which doesn't help you much on the road. But two options: My Player and GWizNex Infotainment Player. Now this will give you all your GWizNex database infotainment. So anytime you update your player with by clicking this, then you want to use this particular option to allow you to play all of your favorite GWizNex infotainment databases and all the playlists that are loaded into those databases. Okay, so if you click, for example, the GWizNex player, then you'll see you have three options here: search, and of course this one's a text, and this one is to go to the website, GWizNex website, and we don't particularly want to do that. So what we'll do is search, and then you have the playlist or table search, keywords, albums, and the video category search, which is really the best way to do it. So if you click music, then rock and roll, scroll down, just pick whatever you want. You can either scroll it, or you can actually click here and do it that way and click what you want. I believe this is the 1980s rock hits database. So Making Love, this is Air Supply on this particular song on your playlist. Now you can show the video by clicking this, and then if you don't have an automatic play, you'll need to show it. So once you play it, of course you're playing it just like any normal YouTube video, and that's actually a pretty good song, but that's basically it. And then everything else, anytime you want to scroll through that playlist for the music and the rock, you'll simply click one of these options here. So for example, if I want to advance by 10, I'll click this, and then that song will play, Turn the Page, and I believe that's Bob Seger. And yeah, I'll need to, of course there's commercials as well, so that's kind of irritating, but you can always skip the ad, and then you're rocking and rolling with Bob Seger. So that's basically it. It's straightforward, very user intuitive. This is a good song as well. Okay, so I'll click menu and go back to the beginning. If you click menu, just go back to your basic three options again. So that's essentially how you do that, how you play a song. And there's other ways too. Now if I were to say click on the playlist or the table, well, I can do the same thing. I can scroll down and either find what I want or just advance it by 10 and play it that way. It really just depends on how you like to search. You can search. Now the table search or the playlist search will be everything. It won't just be your category, your rock and roll, for example. It'll be everything that's in your playlist. So I wouldn't necessarily advise doing that because it's kind of difficult. If you have thousands of things in your playlist, well, that's not an effective way to search. Okay, so then going back to the beginning. Okay, so that's basically it. I mean, once you go back to the beginning there, you start over, and essentially you can go back through the category search, or the playlist search, or table search. Keywords typically I don't do because that's really no different than Google. I mean, you can go to YouTube and put in a keyword, text it in, and find what you're looking for. But that kind of defeats the purpose or point of the infotainment app, which is to easily and effectively, efficiently allow you to surf the internet while you're driving. So texting is really not an option there. But this particular app, it does a very good job of really letting you just search the internet in a manner that you're already familiar with, which is the CD player and your radio that's in the automobile. So if you have any questions, just feel free to contact GWizNex at GWizNex1@gmail.com, and we'll contact you as soon as possible with any information that you need about this particular app. Okay, well, thanks for tuning in.